Ladies and gentlemen, the video you're about to watch is going to change the way that you thought about the investigation and the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Can we talk a little bit about the infamous got him thing from Michael Moore, who did security for you?
We were inside of a nightclub, Club 662, when he allegedly heard this over the radio.
Michael Moore, where were you guys?
One of the homeboy securities, you said, got him right before me and Mr. Wright got in the vehicle to go get to the hospital.
It's simple. It is that simple. So now you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was lying. The man said where he was standing at, where y'all were at when he heard it. This dude is actually a fraud. Let's get into some of this straight game.
Yeah. Blackjack. Life is like a game of cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Yeah. Blackjack. To play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy DELRAY, Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button notification, as it helps the content get pushed out to more potential subscribers, as well as the people who are already subscribed to the channel. If you haven't done so, please subscribe yourself and tell a friend. And like I always say, if this is your first time watching Straight Game TV and you would like to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of this straight game, please do me a favor and hit that little bell notification right below this video. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have cracked the code to the we got him situation involving Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and what Michael Moore heard, and how Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. lied and tried to say it happened in a different location than it actually happened. I have actual audio, right, of both parties and Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. trying to use a Gene Deal video borrowed from the Art of Dialogues channel, right, to explain the situation, which is totally irrelevant.
Do you remember what she was saying when she was at that table, or you don't?
No, it was so much. It was loud, brother. The music and everything. I don't know what she was saying.
But I'm going to give you this. This is paramount. This is exclusive. This is one of those things where you say, wow, and you know that it really actually happened involving the we got him situation. Check this out. So I did a video a few months ago, right, involving that we got him situation. And Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. over at Bomb First, they came back and they did a video. And here's the video right here, right? This one right here. And so when Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. did this video, he used a clip of Gene Deal explaining being inside of the Peterson Automotive Museum the night that Biggie had got shot, right? Involving something about Kadada Jones and not being able to hear what was said in regards to the situation, in regards to another situation, because the music was too loud. He couldn't really overhear what it was because the music was too loud, right? Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. tried to use Gene Deal's video, which would have happened approximately 6 months later, right, as a reason to explain that he didn't hear, or Michael Moore couldn't hear, the we got him over his Nextel radio, like Michael Moore said, because Reggie said that they were inside of the club. He tried to explain that, they were inside of the club, so Michael Moore couldn't have heard it, correct? This is what he said.
We were inside of a nightclub, Club 662, when he allegedly heard this over the radio.
I need you to understand and hold on to that part right there, right? Now, the reason he would use Gene Deal's video, based on the fact, is trying to give you like how you couldn't, like Gene Deal couldn't hear it. He was security, over at the Peterson. So I couldn't, or Michael Moore couldn't hear it because he was security, because we was inside the club too. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. And the fundamental part about this is, why would Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. try to change the location? Try to change the location in which the situation happened involving where Michael Moore heard it or couldn't hear it, instead of just saying that it didn't happen. But I got something for you. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. tried to say that Michael Moore was lying, that he didn't hear it, that it didn't happen, that we were inside the club, or they were inside the club and loud music was going on, right? Michael Moore said he was at the door. But more so than anything, I think a lot of people missed this one part. Michael Moore actually said where it happened at. So why would it be 20 some odd years later, almost 30 some odd years later, that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. would try to come out and do a video, this video, and try to change the location as to where that would have or could have happened, right? When Michael Moore already said it.
One of the homeboy securities, you said, got him right before me and Mr. Wright got in the vehicle to go get to the hospital.
I don't think he understands that Michael Moore said it, because there's no way on God's green earth that you could come out and knowing what Michael Moore really said and then try to come out and change the location from where he said he heard it at.
We were inside of a nightclub, Club 662, when he allegedly heard this over the radio.
Listen, Michael Moore says where he heard it at. They were doing what, Michael Moore? Y'all were doing what? You heard it before y'all were getting ready to do what?
One of the homeboy securities, you said, got him right before me and Mr. Wright got in the vehicle to go get to the hospital.
Boom. Boom. We know now beyond a shadow of a doubt. And the reason why we know is because Michael Moore had already said it prior to Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John at Bomb First making this video. So he's basically saying, well, Michael Moore couldn't have heard it because, we were inside the club. No, Michael Moore clearly said that before we were ready to get into the vehicle, right, to go to the hospital. So when you understand what that is and what that means, there's your definitive proof. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. has been lying. And beyond I would say a 95% percentile range that Michael Moore heard. We got him. It happened. It happened. Because there's no way on God's green earth you could try to change the location some 20 some odd years later, right? When Michael Moore clearly said that when and where he heard it. Wasn't inside the club. He said right before we was about to get into the car. So once again that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. has been lying all this time. Michael Moore and Frank Alexander would have no reason to try to make up some story, after the fact. Out of all of the words that you could possibly choose in the English language, he heard, we got him. You could have said, got his ass. It could have been any other thing. He said he heard, we got him. Right? And then he heard after that, don't say nothing over the radio. Right? So when you understand what that is and what that means, it is clear, it is concise that Michael Moore was in fact telling the truth because, like I said, it was just fluent. And he said what he had to say in regards to that situation. And Reggie Wright making this video right here proves, in fact, that he was lying. And then tried to cover up the lie and said that Michael Moore was lying and said that they were actually inside the club when that could have possibly happened. Probably not knowing and just wanting to lie to try to get ahead of it or to get people, not to thinking that, hey, I said it. And you can see in the video when he explains, or you can hear in the video when he explains it, that he's lying. The way that he pauses.
We were inside of a nightclub, Club 662, when he allegedly heard this over the radio.
Then tries to use Gene's Deal video from the Peterson Automotive Museum to explain it.
Do you remember what she was saying when she was at that table, or you don't?
Nah, it was so much. It was loud, brother. The music and everything. I don't know what she was saying.
Once again, let's listen to what Reggie said about how it was inside the club versus what Michael Moore simply said. It was right before. He was more direct. The location, right? The thing that Reggie said was a possibility of something. But let me use Gene Deal's video to show you that Gene Deal didn't hear anything. So how could Michael Moore hear something? It's preposterous, man. Listen.
We were inside of a nightclub, Club 662, when he allegedly heard this over the radio.
Michael Moore, where were you guys?
One of the homeboy securities, you said, got him right before me and Mr. Wright got in the vehicle to go get to the hospital.
It's simple. It is that simple. So now you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was lying. The man said where he was standing at, where y'all were at when he heard it. And you tried to change the narrative or change the truth of the matter 20 some odd years later by trying to place it in a different location, right? Just like he did the letter and him getting fired. He said it happened in April. There was no letter sent in April, right? That I know of. The only letter was sent, it was sent in August. Why would he try to change the date of that? Because he didn't want people to know that Tupac fired him on the 27th and taking security off of him. Yeah, he's been lying for a long time, and it's not really looking good from that perspective. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you can believe nothing that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. says out of his mouth based on this fact that I'm presenting to you right now. But I got something else for you that's going to really give you another perspective of what this is and how many lies have actually been told. Remember, he also asked Frank Alexander, right, to lie about saying that Orlando tried to snatch Tupac chain in Vegas. He asked Frank Alexander to lie about that. And I've given you the video about that. So it's lie after lie after lie after lie after lie, right? But you now today have the truth involving this matter. Case closed. Your boy DELRAY, straight game.